It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I've just finished a West Coast IPA from Otherworld Brewing Company, and it was terrific. It was absolutely fantastic. Fantastic bitterness on the back end, really good beer. Have a look at the video. But we're back with another beer from Otherworld. They're based in Scotland, Haddon Green in Scotland, and this is their Kilauea Tropical Stout. And the thing with this beer is it's 4% ABV. It's the first time I've looked at the ABV actually. I was thinking tropical stout, I could see all of that kind of firework coming out the top of the volcano there. Maybe it's volcanic molten fire. Maybe it's that, not fireworks. But I was thinking this is going to be like a 5-6% ABV stout, but no, it's 4%. And it's with Indie Rabble Brewing Company. Right, without further ado, let's get this beer out into a glass and see what we get. Bit of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass. Oh, look at this. Wow. For a 4% ABV stout, look at the body on that. Wow. Ooh. That looks really interesting. 1 to 2 finger, tan coloured head. Jet black beer in the glass. A little bit of carbonation as the beer rises up the side of the glass there. I can't quite see if it's a can conditioned beer yet, if there's any yeast in the bottom of the glass. We will get the rest of the can in when we can. But that's looking great. That is looking absolutely fantastic. Look at the body. I'll be able to show you properly, rocking it back and forth when I drink some of the beer, but that looks great. The beer is available from nearest beer shop. They're based in Bridgend in South Wales. All of their beers are in fridges, as you can see here. It's all kept, they call it cold storage, don't they? Cold chain. So the beer arrives probably cold, straight in the fridge where it's stored cold. You buy it, you put it in your fridge where it's cold, and everything stays fresh. Everything stays fresh. It's a bit like, you know, delivering milk. You see the milk wagons, they have refrigerators in the back to keep the milk cold. Why shouldn't we be treating beer the same way? Protecting the beer, looking after the beer, looking after the malt and the hops. That's the way to go about it. So Bridgend, South Wales, if you're in the area, but you get 5% off when you use the voucher code Stone the Crows. All lowercase, all one word, and it's free delivery over £60. Free delivery over £60. 5%. I have to reiterate that, especially when I've had a beer. I've got to make sure it's 5%. Aroma. Oh my goodness me. Oh. Coconut, vanilla, chocolate, coffee, caramel. Maybe it's just come to me. Tonka bean. Maybe there's a little bit of tonka bean in here. It's just got that kind of fruity edge to it, hence being called a tropical stout. It smells fantastic. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh. Oh. That's interesting. It's less stout than I was thinking it was going to be. Although right now I am tasting a little bit of roastiness on the back end, a little bit of toastiness, a little bit of caramel malt coming through. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. That's fascinating. That's fascinating because up front, when you first taste the beer, it's all about the hops. It's all about like the hops are smashing your face from the inside. And then you're like, ooh, where's the stout? When does the stout come in? Well, you've got to wait for them hops to fade on the palate. You've got to wait for that kind of tropicalness to go away, if you like. It's very much like the picture suggests. The beer starts off with this kind of volcano effect of fruit. And then when it kind of slides down the mountain and settles a little bit and cools down and goes a bit hard, then you start to taste the malt. That's a very good picture. That's a very good picture to actually describe the beer in one word or in a picture. It's describing the beer in a picture. Fruity explosion of hops. All the magmas, that lovely malt flavour. That's a really, really clever way of describing a beer, is by a picture. Great head retention now on the beer. As you rock the beer back and forth, you can see, look at that carbonation chasing the head up the glass. You can see that lovely head retention. The head ones are stick now. I've got all of the beer in the glass. I just want to see if there's any sediment. Doesn't look to be, so it's probably not a can conditioned beer. Oh, she's an interesting one. It's like sherbet. It's like a fountain of sherbet, lemon and orange and tangerine up front. And then it fades. It takes a while. I mean, I'm still tasting hops now. But then when it does fade, boom, the roasted malt, the creaminess of the beer's got a good creamy, rich mouthfeel. You know the beer's been built as a stout. But it just takes a while for the stout to come through. But that means like it's balanced in a way of like hops and malt, which is always important in beer. Some of the best beers in the world are balanced beers, I would say. That's a really interesting beer from a brewery. I've had their West Coast IPA, now I've had their Tropical Stout. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant brewery. Collaboration brew with indie Rabble Brewing Company, a dry and roasty stout fermented with fig and pineapple juice for fruity tropical tart and juicy flavours, then dry hop with Sabro to match coconut notes to the cacao and coffee from the malt. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm going to rate this. I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.